Welcome to the channel, guys. So today we are discussing what is brewing with Xbox this month, the rumored, or in fact the confirmed July event, as well as what we think is going to be shown. Now, July 23rd has been confirmed to be the actual Xbox Games Showcase, which is 9 PT, 8 p.m. Central African time for those around here. So this is basically the event we've been looking forward to after the May event. This is basically supposed to be the answer to Sony's digital show, and the way Microsoft is coming across this is a little bit different. So firstly, there is basically an Xbox Summer Game Fest that's going on during this period. So from 21st July to 27th, throughout the whole week, basically for 6 days, you'll have a number of demos to try out. Microsoft has confirmed about 60 brand new game demos that will be available during the course of that week that people can try. This is a very, very good thing if you ask me, because with with E3 gone, we definitely don't get to see a lot of gameplay from different people across the industry as they try out games at different booths. But even that wasn't as good of a solution, because it's not as good as you just playing the game yourself, right? So fortunately, these game demos are going to be available for you to download on your own Xbox, which is game changing. I wish this can continue even if E3 comes back later on next year, so that we can just be trying out game demos instead of just seeing other people play those demos online. So that's the first thing. Now, with regards to the actual game showcase, so quite a whole lot of hype is around this event. I think we've seen quite a number of people talk about this online. Different channels also address this, and there seems to be quite a number of rumors surrounding it as well. But this is supposed to be the show that actually showcases the kind of talent Xbox Game Studios has after acquiring so many studios. So just from the top of my head, here are some of the things I would expect coming or to be shown off at this event. So first and foremost, of course, we will have Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite will definitely be shown. Aaron Greenberg has confirmed this, and they will definitely show a gameplay sequence rather than a trailer. I would rather they show both gameplay, and then afterwards, after maybe 10 minutes of gameplay or 8 minutes or somewhere there, I don't want them to show too much, but I want them to show enough of a jaw-dropping moment, and then after that they can then play the trailer. Then when they do play the trailer, then I would be satisfied. So that would be Halo Infinite. So this game is going to be a technical masterpiece, and supposed to show how good the Sleep Space engine actually is. So that's Halo Infinite. In May, Aaron Greenberg also mentioned that Psychonauts 2 would be shown off. Double Fine Studios is going to show off Psychonauts 2 gameplay. Now, Psychonauts 2 is not really a Microsoft exclusive, but will still launch on other platforms to meet the prior agreements before being acquired by Microsoft. But it's a good game. I would definitely be jumping onto Psychonauts. I've never played the first one, but just hearing what people are saying about the original made me interested. I think that Double Fine might have something brewing as well, because historically Double Fine has been producing a single game every year since 2010. Looking back through their history, I think they've only skipped a year or so in the past 10 years where they've not actually released a game. So I think they'll announce something that's coming next year that will be Xbox exclusive. So that's Double Fine. Then of course we have Forza Motorsport 8 will probably be shown off. I want this game to basically just be the technical masterpiece that it can. Forza 5 did a great job at showcasing the power of the Xbox One, the cloud drivers and stuff like that, and this can definitely show us the possibilities of the Xbox Series X. So 120 frames per second, 4K, real-time ray tracing, and all the bells and whistles. I'm sure this is going to be a graphical showcase for the Xbox One. And if we go by history, 1010 Studios has a classical way of showing off their games. In fact, all Forza games, both the Horizon games and the Motorsport games, have a classical way of debuting at E3. So with Forza Motorsport strain, I'm sure, because they've had an extra year to develop, and this is definitely going to be the best looking Forza game that you've seen. So that's Forza Motorsport 8. So that puts us up at about 4 games from Xbox Game Studios. Then next up, the game that's been worked on by Obsidian Entertainment, the bigger RPG that has been in development. At last year's E3, Phil Spencer basically teased the fact that Obsidian Entertainment's larger team was working on a bigger open world role-playing game, and this is basically where we expect it to be announced. This is the game people were thinking would be announced at XO19, but Grounded was what was announced. And for your own context, Grounded has been developed by just a fraction, less than a quarter of the entire Obsidian Entertainment group. So this is supposed to be a AAA RPG, something in the likes of Skyrim or Dragon Age, something in those lines. And if we go by Obsidian's raw talent, those guys are some of the best RPG developers. So this should be a showcase as well. I think they'll show it. I think they won't leave anything behind here. And speaking of RPGs, In Exile is another, I would say, very talented team when it comes to creating RPGs. They are about to release Wasteland 3, but they have already announced that their next AAA RPG project will be built using Unreal Engine 5. Now, I think it's too early for them to release what they're working on. If they do release something, they might show a trailer or some sizzle reels about developers working on the project and the direction they're going for, rather than actual gameplay. But In Exile is something that could be a wildcard. Then Matt Booty last year during XO did mention that the initiative would be showing off what they've been working on in the past 2-3 years since they started the studio. Now, I don't think they could show everything or even a huge gameplay sequence, but I do think they can show maybe a trailer or just maybe developer interviews with just a few sizzle reels showing a bit of gameplay or whatever the game is going to be about. Now, this is rumored to be a perfect dark game, and looking at the LinkedIn posts about the jobs they've been looking for and what people have worked on, what the senior members have put on their profiles, it definitely looks like something in the sci-fi category. So perfect dark is what's going to make sense. It's what would make sense from Xbox IP. So this is also supposed to be a technical masterpiece. This is called a quadruple A studio after all, and has some of the best developers in the world, period. So it would be interesting to see what they are working on as well. So that's with the initiative. Then of course, I think one that would bring the roof down is Fable. So Fable is basically the worst kept game secret. So Fable is going to be huge for the Xbox Series X. They definitely need the hype of Fable going into this next generation. I don't think there is any reason why they would skip on bringing back Fable now. So Playground Games, the developers of Forza at St. Albion's House, have been creating an RPG team, and they've been doing so for I think the last 2 years or so, and they've been tasked to create an open world game, a role-playing open world game. And Forza Horizon developers Playground are masterpiece at crafting an interesting world. If you look at Forza Horizon, starting from maybe even just all the way to the original Horizon, then Horizon 2, Horizon 3, Horizon 4, all of these games have like 90 and higher on Metacritic. And if you think about the most recent iteration of the engine with day and night cycles, weather transitions, summer, autumn, winter, you have quite enough to work with a very, very good open world game. I can imagine a Fable game where you'd have to play in the winter, where you'd have to play during the summer, and so on. And this would basically be groundbreaking for even RPG games. So I've got no doubt that Playground Games would deliver a huge Fable experience, one that would definitely be jaw-dropping for the industry. I think Playground Games aims to be the world's best developer, world's best game developer. They've said it a couple of times that they want to be the best games developer in the world, and I think such a project is what can actually take them there. Then something that we should not forget about is Compulsion Games. Compulsion Games has been acquired by Microsoft. They were acquired 2 years ago, and they've basically finished working on We Happy Few. All the DLC is released out there, and there's nothing that is basically left on the table. So I think it's almost 2.5 years since We Happy Few launched, and I think it's about time they would announce something they've been working on in the last 2 or so years. So I expect a nice, charming, interesting story with the game they would be working on. So that's Compulsion Games. That's one most people like to forget about as they talk about XGS. Then, of course, they will show other things that have been already announced, like Hellblade, Ninja Theory. They might show some gameplay or some interviews with Ninja Theory. They would definitely do that. That's something I'm also interested in seeing, how they are pushing Unreal Engine to the next level, even before Unreal 5 comes out. I've heard Unreal developers are given, like the close partners are given early access to the engine, and what was seen in 2019 at the Game Awards could be an early alpha version of Unreal Engine 5. So I'm interested in seeing what kind of world they've created for Hellblade 2. This is the mature, narrative-driven game that Xbox desperately needs, if you ask me. So that's Hellblade with Ninja Theory, Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. Then, of course, they will also show other things that might have been talked about last year at X, or maybe some gameplay for Age of Empires and things like that. Age of Empires 4. and maybe other announcements about when games will be actually releasing, like Flight Sim, when the release dates will be coming out, and so on. But I think they'll also leave some time to talk about the platform as a whole. Things like xCloud, when is it leaving beta, or which countries are about to join the beta program, maybe some statistics about how it's been doing and so on. So xCloud will definitely have a few minutes on the show. There's quite a number of already announced games where we've seen trailers for the most part, but not really actual gameplay. Games like Tell Me Why, Scorn, The Medium, The Ascent. Other games like Flight Simulator have had some previews. People have played in alpha builds, but even things like Age of Empires 4, we've not really seen much footage from that. Everworld and things like that, we've not seen much footage from that. So this could also be an opportunity for those teams to show what the gameplay is like in those already announced games. Then of course, something that would also make sense is as well is new studio acquisitions. Since this is a games showcase, I think they can announce the studio acquisitions that they've made. Last year, maybe even early into this year, a number of rumors were coming out that Xbox were shopping for a new studio in Poland. It's possible that they've acquired 2 or maybe even 3 studios as of recording this video. And if you've seen one of the other videos I've recorded, Microsoft has also shown interest in Warner Bros. Games. So this is when we'll probably hear what studio they've acquired. And I think if they've bought some talent just for good faith and for the sake of the Xbox brand in general, this is where we make that statement, committing to the next generation, committing to pushing Xbox further, committing to having the best games on any platform by announcing AAA, AA, quadruple A studios joining the Xbox Game Studios team. So that's my overall predictions for the Xbox Games Showcase. Feel free to comment below, tell me what you think about these predictions. I think there's more third-party games that will probably be shown at this event. Assassin's Creed probably will have a spotlight, and other developers that we might not know are working on something will definitely show. I don't think it will just be purely first-party games being shown. In those 60 games demos that have been listed, I think some of the games will definitely be, a lot of the games will definitely be from third parties, and not just indie studios with ID at Xbox, but just even AAA games. EA and Microsoft have a partnership, so FIFA and things like that could have a place at this show. So those are my overall thoughts. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and definitely share the video, comment. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And thanks for watching.